Jenna at times gets rather flustered when dealing with people, so I've invited 3 very special guests for her to read for. It might sound a little bit weird, but I think she has an ability to speak to the animals. What I'd like you to do, darling, is pretty much what you're doing now, is to empathise with the dog and speak its truth. I want you to, first of all, talk to me about Shankly.
It's in his own little world, you know, nothing bothers him. It doesn't bother him that other dogs are about. He's just happy. The cheeky face on him, the youngness in him as well. There's a film, Homeward Bound, and he does remind me of the dog Chance from that. So possibly I feel that if he did get lost, he'd find his way home.
Whilst you're looking at this particular dog, interpret those feelings best way you can and tell me the history of this dog.
I'd say that he was taken from his home. He was taken from his home, and obviously they couldn't tie him down long enough, and he made his way back, didn't you, boy?
Good, very good. The story is that he was stolen from his owner's garden. 9 months later, he was discovered in Yorkshire, miles and miles away from where he lived. He'd actually chewed through a rope that he was tethered to, and found himself in a shop, and was identified by the police and then reunited. Well, I'm ever so pleased you actually picked up on his history, because I think maybe some others would have gone for the obvious, which is the very large scar on his back, and you seem to ignore that. It's very easy, isn't it, to go for the obvious, and I'm really, really delighted that you didn't do that. And I think the same applies when we are giving readings to people. You know, how many grandmas, you know, come through when people just need to wait for the information to be received.
After Jenna's success reading Shankly, Tony pulls out an even furrier client from his sleeve.
San Diego needs your assistance. Apparently he's been suffering from some health concerns, and we're hoping you may be able to detect exactly what's the matter with him. If you told anybody you were going to give a reading to a chinchilla, they'd think you'd lost the plot. It's very quirky, but so's Jenna.
I'm not a vet, unfortunately. As far as diagnosing him, I know that there's definitely, it's either a digestive problem or tummy upset or something like that.
But of course, you mentioned you're not a vet, and of course, we're not trying to replace vets. But this is just an exercise to see whether you can feel animals and their thoughts, their feelings and their emotions, etc. And we know this little fella has not been very well lately, so what's the matter with him?
I'm going to go with a tummy upset.
Jenna, you're absolutely right. He does have a stomach upset, and his owner's rather concerned for him. So very well done. When Jenna picked up that little chinchilla, something in her shone. She felt his little sore tummy, and it was correct. I was so pleased for her. I think she's found her niche within this psychic work.
Time to bring out the big guns. Will Jenna's next client continue to bring her out of her shell?
So maybe give her an understanding, really, of how Benny feels.
I don't know, how do you read a tortoise?
Exact same way you do with a dog and a chinchilla.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You make a mind-to-mind contact.
What would you like to tell me? Definitely an adventurer. I feel that from him. He's quite inquisitive and he gets about, but there is a slight moan there from him because he doesn't get out half as much as he wants to. That's how I feel.
Well, apparently he's still very small, and he's been too small to go in the garden, but it's this summer will be the first summer that he actually gets out to explore. So that's very good, isn't it? Very interesting.
Yeah.
He's ready to see the world.
He's ready to rock and roll, that's how I feel.
Well done, Benny. Good, thank you for that. Your dreams are going to come true very soon.
Yeah. I felt really bad because as soon as I held him, I got the number 4 and I didn't run with it, and I thought, it's his age 4, and I just got that, and then chatting with Tony afterwards, when he was 4 years old, so maybe just a little bit more tweaking, and I think I've got it.
When Jenna also connected with the tortoise, the information flowed, because she's not being judged by the animals, therefore she's free to express herself. There must be something in that.